What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So in my last video I was telling you guys what my horoscope was, and I also said that I wanted to do a video reading my birth chart. So that is what I'm going to be doing for you guys today. If you are ready for this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below if you guys are new. Let me know if you guys have ever read your birth chart too. I did it, I mentioned it to you guys in the last video, but I did it once, but I didn't have the right time of my birthday. So now I have my birth certificate, which I'm going to show just a little bit. It is from the city of Houston, Texas, and this has all my information, so I can't get anything wrong. I am going to be screen recording my my phone so you guys can be able to see what I'm seeing. I found this website from one of my friends. It's one that she uses, and so the website is called astrolab.com, and it basically is a free birth chart and astrology report. All you have to do is enter in all this information and it should give you everything. So I'm just going to start filling everything in. You guys can basically see everything. What time was I born? Let's see. I was born at 7:25 in the morning. I'm kind of scared to read this. I feel like it's gonna tell me something that I'm just like AM, and the city is Houston. Oh my gosh, Houston. And the state is Texas. And we are gonna push submit. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. Alright, so it says here I get first, I get my actual birth chart, which I don't know how to read this. So if you don't know how to read this, it kind of gives you symbols of planets and signs. But I'm just gonna keep going down and it's gonna start explaining everything. So it gives me my name, my birthday, the time, and the place. So my rising sign is in Aries. My mom's in Aries, that's funny. So it says you are a free spirit and you must be first at everything you do. Very energetic, self-assertive, and active. Things must be done your way. Sounds like my mom too. Even though you may feel calm and serene on the inside, you certainly do not act that way. You want to do everything full tilt, 100 miles per hour. A great competitor, but a poor cooperator. Aw, that sucks. You must learn how to lose more gracefully. That's a good one. Very self-confident, vicious, and passionate. You radiate positive energy. You are blunt and direct, but at times unfeeling and tactless, especially if anyone offers you any resistance. You fight for your beliefs, but your tendency to act first and think later often causes you much grief. Sounds about right. So my rising is Aries. Now I know my rising. My sun is in Pisces. So I'm extremely sensitive and emotional. I knew that already. You absorb the emotions of others, whether positive or negative, like a sponge. That's true. Emotionally vulnerable. You are easily upset and tend to cry readily. That's true. You are at your best when you can structure your environment in such a way that you're surrounded by positive, upbeat people. That is true. You are very helpful and understanding of needs of others. Indeed, at times this can be disadvantaged. I feel like sometimes I feel like that. I tend to put others before me. And sometimes I beat myself up for it later. And I'm just like, why did I do that? You can be a sucker for anyone who needs help. Shy, dreamy, romantic in nature. You delight in retreating into your private fantasy world. Just be careful that you do not get lost in it. Trust your intuitions. You may be quite psychic. So that is something that I hear a lot, especially when I tell people that I'm a Pisces. They're just like, oh yeah, you're so intuitive. Like, and I definitely feel that. I've had a lot of times in my life where I've had dreams and my dreams actually come true. It's kind of scary, and it kind of gives me that deja vu feeling, but I also know that I dreamt this, and this did not happen before, and it's crazy that I saw it before it actually happened, you know? Like, it's just the craziest feeling. I've never told anyone though. Like, when things have happened, I've never told anyone. So my rising is in Aries, and my sun is in Pisces, and my moon, what do you know, is in Pisces as well. I'm just an emotional person. I like to think that I'm just really nice, you know? Like, I feel like Pisces are one of the nicest people ever, and it kind of sucks because I feel like we end up getting the bad end of it, because we always end up getting hurt, and the hurt hurts us more. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like other people the same things can happen to them and they're more easy to brush it off, versus us, like, we'll literally never forget about it, you know? So I feel like that kind of sucks. But moon is in Pisces. You have strong feelings and are extremely sensitive. It would help if you had thicker skin. You tend to react emotionally to every situation you come across. That is true. I do not know how to just be like, all right, I don't really care about that. Like, I care about everything that happens to me, because I feel like that's how you should be. But that's just me. Kind, gentle, and considerate of the feelings of others. You are good at taking care of the sick, wounded, and helpless. I think that's true. I feel like sad. I mean, I just feel other people's emotions, yeah, sometimes a little too much, and sometimes so much to where it makes me feel bad, and I'm just like, I wish I could help everyone when I know I can't. You tend to absorb the energy of others, so avoid those who are always negative. That's a good one, and that's how I feel like I am. I know that whenever I'm around negative energy, I end up absorbing it, and I feel that negative energy in my life. So that's why I try to keep positive people around me, people that motivate me, people that have the same ambitions as me, and that keeps me going. It keeps me sane. You have rich, creative, and lively imagination, but you should be careful not to spend all your time daydreaming. That's a big thing. I do daydream a lot, all the time, 24/7. It's kind of bad. Even if I'm watching a movie, I'll space out because the movie reminds me of something that makes me think about something, and all of a sudden I'm just daydreaming about it. And I hate it because sometimes I catch myself too late to where I'm just like, fuck, I just missed a whole conversation, or I was supposed to be listening, you know? And that's when I get a little bit annoyed by it. But sometimes I just like escaping into my own world. Very intuitive. You have good ESP and may be quite clairvoyant and psychic. Again, remember that you too have the right to get what you want from life. If you're always defensive and not kowtowing to others, people will take advantage of you and exploit you. So I try not to be so defensive. It is something that I'm working on, just because I feel like I take things so like serious when I feel like I shouldn't. But not to the point where I feel like I'm rude or anything like that, or why people would want to take advantage or exploit me. Like, I don't really get what that means. So let's see, my Mercury is in 24 degrees Aquarius. I don't really know what my Mercury means, but it's there and it's in Aquarius. So you tend to be very opinionated, that's true, but you have strongly felt notions about things and are quite vocal about expressing and defending them. That is hella true. Like, whenever I bring up Illuminati stuff, I'm always like, I'm right, and let me show you my facts, and you're wrong because you haven't heard it. But I always like to get my opinion out, and I don't know, I just feel like my say matters too, you know? So I like people to know how I think, and I like to know how other people think. Yeah, you are also an original thinker. You enjoy shocking others with your offbeat and original thoughts. That's true. I feel like I'm always trying to think of new ideas, something that people haven't thought of, and I like to see people's reactions to it. You appreciate and need mental and intellectual stimulation. I don't feel like I need it, but I feel like I do appreciate it. I feel like anyone appreciates it though, so I feel like I'm not really the only one. Your judgment is usually fair and impartial. You can be a good critic because you can remain objective and unemotional about most things. That's not really true. I feel like I kind of put emotions, but whenever it's needed, I definitely try to look at both sides. I feel like I don't just take one side, so that's crazy. So I have my rising sun is in Aries. My rising sign is in Aries. I need to figure out how to say this. So my rising sign is in Aries, my sun is in Pisces, and my moon is in Pisces. So rising Aries, sun and moon, Pisces, Pisces. My Mercury is in Aquarius, and my Venus, what do you know, in Aries. You are a very affectionate person, but you hate to be tied down. That's kind of weird because I've only been in long relationships, so I don't really know about that one. You are more than willing to be the aggressor in initiating new relationships. Yeah, that's true. I feel like I'm usually the one that's like easy. I don't know. I just feel like it's easy to make friends for me. Indeed, once you have set your sights on someone, you tend to pursue him or her ardently and passionately. I think that's true, and that's kind of good and bad because I love hard and sometimes it just bites me in the ass, you know. Maybe I love hard too soon. I think that's what it is, but I just feel like I'm all about showing love, and if I like someone, then I'm gonna show you that I like you, you know. And it's just weird for me. I don't know, it's kind of weird though because I won't show affection in public, but if I'm just with someone, like, you'll know, like, if that makes sense. So but you do demand your own way in a relationship. Try to give into your partner's needs and desires once in a while. Try to give into your partner's needs and desires. I think I try to do that, so I don't really know. Mars is in Pisces. Wow, I have a lot of Aries and Pisces. That's crazy. And Aquarius, a lot of water signs. Very sensitive and vulnerable. It's difficult for you to assert yourself. At times you feel quite tired and you will require a lot of sleep in order to maintain your health and your strength. That's weird. And like, that's so weird. That's me. Like, I will literally sleep a lot. And I thought something was wrong with me. And my parents even think something's wrong with me because they don't understand why I sleep so much. But I need it to maintain my health and my strength. You see that? You are at your best when you act without your ego being important. I think that's true. You can be very unselfish and considerate of the needs of others. I think that is very true. You get the most satisfaction by giving to others when you expect nothing in return. I agree with that 100%. I feel like I do a lot of things that I've never told people just because it makes me feel good, and I'm not doing it to make other people feel good about me, you know. I'm just doing it for me, so I agree with that. Beware of a tendency to want always to work behind the scenes or to become overly deceptive by doing things behind others' backs. I don't really feel like I try to do things behind people's backs unless I'm trying to do something nice. But I don't know, I guess it says beware of a tendency, so I gotta just make sure. Jupiter is in Scorpio. Ooh, finally I get something different. Alright, I got some Scorpio in me, y'all see it? You love to dig deep beneath surface appearances in order to find out what is really happening. Hey, what you know about the Scorpios? Let me know if you're a Scorpio down below. A persistent researcher, you are very interested in the psychology of any situation. You tend to become overwhelmed by the complexity of what you uncover. However, that makes you a bit gun shy about explaining things to others. That is so true. I feel like this is how I am with all the research that I do with like all the government stuff, you know, like that's so me, and I feel like it does make me feel like that about explaining it to others, so that's a good one. But you must learn to try to communicate as best you can because what you know is really very valuable to others. Wow, maybe that is so crazy. I was not expecting that. It's kind of making me think, like, maybe I should be, you know. Scorpio. Okay, so that's that. Saturn is in, what do you know, Pisces. Yo, I'm just a really big Pisces. This really represents me. Your tendency to think that your life is out of control is based on an unreasonable fear, probably connected with an unfortunate experience with the person who filled the father figure role in your early life. Whoa, this is getting real personal. It got real personal real quick. You think your life is out of... I'm not gonna like answer that. Learn to take responsibility here and now for your own life. Try to stop having unrealistic expectations about guide figures. Wow. I feel like I wasn't ready for this. My heart. Remember that they are merely human with all the same faults and self-doubts that you have. When you get confused or uncertain, try to simplify your lifestyle. Things will then become easier to bear. That was so crazy. I feel like I just learned a lot about myself and just these little, my Mars, my Jupiter, my Saturn. But it all really explains me, which is a little bit more crazy. I feel like that's more crazier to me, is the fact that it's really explaining me. So let's see what the oh wait, there's still more. So my Uranus, whatever you want to call it, is in 25 degrees Capricorn. You and your peer group as well seek out practical solutions to a changing society's attitudes to customs, traditions, and authority structures. Yeah, I feel like I want to be able to change things, but I just don't know how. Your logical and orderly manner of dealing with these matters will result in permanent, carefully planned, but sweeping reforms. That's interesting. Let me know what you guys think that means. My Neptune is in Capricorn. Wow. You and your entire generation will idealize work practically and the ability to attain reasonable goals. But because you will also stress the need to be selfless and giving, you may find it difficult to attain your goals, unless you have lowered your expectations on all fronts. Okay. Neptune, I see you. Capricorn. Scorpio, there you go again on my Pluto. For your entire generation, this is a period of intense research and discovery in areas that were heretofore considered mysterious, remote, or taboo. That is so true. The root causes for many complex occurrences will be unearthed due to the intensity and thoroughness of the search. Wow, it's kind of crazy. I feel like I'm like getting mind blown. The more I read, the more I'm just like, node. I don't know what my node is, but it's in Scorpio. You have a special aptitude for working by yourself or within like-minded group of dedicated individuals. True, once you've committed yourself to a person or group or project, your loyalty and devotion are total until the group goals have been realized. That is so true. Not all gregarious by nature. You're uncomfortable around strangers. Damn, that is hella me. You're greatly preferring to be in known and familiar situations. That's true. Like, I only feel comfortable if I've already been in that situation, but new things to me, I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Others may regard you as shy or eccentric, but those who know you well are aware of the intense loyalty that you have to your friends. That is so true. I feel like when you meet me for the first time, you're just like, whoa, you're hella shy. But if you really know me, then you know how crazy I am. And I just feel like, I don't know, I just get shy around new people. That's just me. And that's pretty much everything. So it looks like I am pretty dominant in my Pisces and a lot of Aries and Capricorn. I learned a lot about myself. Check out this website. It's called astrology.com. Write in all your information and find out a little bit more about yourself. See if these things are true. Let me know if maybe some things are wrong. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know, I'm mind blown right now. But I think learning about this was really cool. I'm a Pisces, y'all. I feel like I'm like a real Pisces because I got a lot of Pisces signs and I just wasn't expecting that. Like, a lot of people say, oh, but you gotta find what your rising or like what your back signs are because you're probably not really a Pisces. But like, I feel like I'm really a Pisces. But that is so crazy. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below if you guys are new. Let me know what your rising sign is, your sun, and your moon. I think those are like the 3 main ones. Those are what people ask for. So my rising is Aries, sun is in Pisces, and my moon is in Pisces. And have a good night. Thank you guys again for all the love, all the support on this channel. I appreciate you guys. Oh, let me give a shout out to somebody actually before I forget. Today's shout out goes to Billy Kumar. He said, if y'all don't know that cat is a Pisces, y'all are lacking. Fellow Aries and rising Pisces. Hey, okay, I see you. Shout out to Billy. Thank you for having your notifications on. Thank you for always commenting and showing love. I appreciate you. Don't forget, all you have to do is comment, have your notifications on, subscribe, and you'll be shouted out in the next video. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next one.